Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be episode 22 for our legendary Greenskins campaign for Total War Warhammer. I am the strategy professor. Alright, just grabbing the time back here. Alright. Okay, so where we left off last time, we ended at the end of the turns. Let's go ahead and flip through this. Alright. Just have rebellions everywhere. We got 2 Waws. If you remember correctly. I'm going to turn down the sound, it's pretty loud. Probably okay. Okay, so we lost Misty Mountain, which is unfortunate. We just kind of have these pesky dwarves just like hanging out, messing with all of our stuff. Let's start off and fight this rebellion. It's our first order of business, however. Let's see here. And I really want this goblin to level up. Or I want him to heal up, rather. So I don't want to auto resolve because I don't want him stacking a lot of damage. So I'm just going to fight it really quickly. We'll speed it up if we have to. It's just pretty much just going to be a charge in with the boys, and they're all going to die. I hope. I mean, they have like a couple of range units. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. We just have to make sure they don't hit our goblin. That's the only thing that's going to matter. Oh wow, okay. Start deployment, so we don't get a lot of magic. We can wait on them to come to us though. They probably will. They have ranged advantage. Actually, we have artillery advantage, so they will definitely come to us. So we should maybe just like hang out in the back. The reason for that is just going to give us as much magic as possible, and it's going to make them fight us in the woods with the spider riders. Alright. Let's come up a little bit more. Alright, I just need to keep him really safe in the back, and good. Okay, so they're definitely coming at us. Let's go ahead and just speed up a little bit here. A bit more until they get into range. Now we're just charging magic the whole time here, so we're okay with them walking it up like this. Okay, they disappear now because I guess they're down in that little gully, but we can still hit things. Oops, I guess we'll throw it at these. That's fine. Anything's good. I mean, actually, we do want to hit their ranged stuff, so it's actually perfect. A little bit more. They're just really walking this up. It's fine. A little bit more. Okay. Lot formation. We're just gonna charge. We're not even gonna bother with these guys. I mean, I guess we can send 1 unit after them. Actually, we should hold 1 back here too, just in case they try to flank around. Over here, shoot these guys. That should be fine. Come up here. We're just going to throw sneaky right here. Should just about crush them. They certainly should not be able to stand up for that long. I'm going to shoot these guys in the back. Back with these guys. I don't know why we have so many people coming over this way. I guess they just ran immediately. I mean, yeah, this really should not take that long. I keep kiting them. Let's just surround this guy and kill him. Actually, I want to keep chasing that. So they didn't really go for a flank. That's good. Don't want to mess with my rock lava. Alright, and as soon as we get this goblin surrounded, I'm just gonna itchy. Should be good enough. I mean, these are goblins. I don't really care if they want to kite and shoot me. These guys are done. Let's go ahead and run over here. Get these guys in. There's some more sneaky in there. Now once their lord starts running, I mean, they should run too. I just want to make sure I kill that lord. They should all be pretty close to running here, I think. Yeah. Let's go ahead and shoot those guys. Run over here. These kite units are always pretty annoying. Just better not let him get away. I need to put my wolves on him. Just put him in melee and go charge him. What else do we have here? Okay, power recharge, sure. Leadership, it's good. I just want to make sure he goes down and doesn't actually escape. I don't really care about chasing these things. I don't know why they're not broken yet. Like, their leader is running. I guess once I kill him, I'm hoping that they will all run. It's going to be really annoying to have to run all these chariots down if goblin chariots somehow don't break when their lord breaks. That would be interesting. So maybe I should have just auto-resolved this. I mean, I thought that if we actually killed their lord... I guess he's not dead yet, but he's shattered. I thought that, you know, goblins with extremely low leadership would run. But instead, we have to chase him across the entire map, it seems. And we can't really catch him. Okay, now they're starting to waver because we killed their guy, I think. So he's dead. Okay, there we go. So I probably should have auto-resolved it. I took a bit more damage than I wanted to. My wizard didn't take any damage, so that's good. But it's because we didn't have a good setup to deal with them. We didn't have anything to chase down their chariots, so... Probably should have auto-resolved it. But whatever, it's okay. Just because we couldn't catch these chariots, and... They dealt so much damage to my guys. I think, right? Let's see. They only killed 18. Who was doing the killing? Goblin archers, spider riders. Whatever. It's fine. He's already basically maxed out with his fightiness because we already have a wall. So. Good. A bit of extra cash here, so I can go ahead and fight this. Should be able to auto-resolve. Yeah, they don't have a lord this time, so... Gosh, it still did hurt my guy so much. Why? How is that guy even getting into combat? That's kind of aggravating. Whatever. Once again, fighting us all the way up, so it doesn't matter. Let's throw it on somebody. I mean, I'm gonna get to sit in a town this turn, but still, like, still is heavily slanted against auto-resolving when you have squishy wizard heroes or champions, lords. So many synonyms. Okay, that looks okay, I guess. Fine. All right, so what are we going for now? Got itchy. Hard lads. It's getting ready for those black orcs. Okay, so I want to make sure that I actually get into this town. Just so that I get that extra replenishment. Now, I could just send these walls to go over here and soften this guy up. I think that's definitely what I want to do. Just suicide these walls into them just to get their numbers down a little bit, and then we'll start surrounding them. And then once I deal with these dwarves down here, I'm just gonna sell most of these units and just reposition up here, and then I can restock with better units, more tactical units. We'll put it that way. Valia's Sorrow. Okay, I think I sent both of them down here, but I just want to make sure. So this should soften them up. I mean, even if they just knock out a third of their army just by suiciding both of these walls into them, that should help quite a lot.
Who should we take?
So I should be able to take this place. Yeah, I've got 13. They can't have much. No, they don't have that much. So we'll just, I mean, loot and occupy is gonna give me a rebellion though again, which is annoying. I'm not sure if I'll have enough. I might have enough to occupy it again next turn. I think I'll just sack it this turn. I don't want another rebellion here. I want to have this, even if it takes till next turn before I can occupy it, that's fine. I don't want another rebellion right away. I'm just going to auto-resolve this. Of course, it's going to destroy my shaman. Shaman, or however you like to pronounce it. Alright, good. Now we're just going for the sack. Now, if I can occupy it, that would be cool. But, do I have enough? I might have enough. I think I do. Yeah, I still have enough. Good. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our skill first. Du Bois is done, so we want to get over here to Itchy Nuisance. Just to spend a bit more magic, because even if you're spamming Sneaky Stabbing, sometimes you still have some magic left at the end of the fight, and that's a waste of a resource. Plus, Itchy is just an extremely good debuff. Like, very, very good debuff. It's one of the best debuffs in the game for the price. It might be the best, honestly, because, I mean, minus 34 melee attack for only 8 magic, and it hits everybody, and it lasts 30 seconds. 29 seconds. I mean, it's hard to drop a balanced debuff that's much better than that, so that's crazy. It's so good for 8, and then Sneaky Stabbing's only 6. Now, it's not as spectacular, but it's still really good. I mean, extra melee attack and armor-piercing damage. I mean, that has Black Orcs written all over it. Hits everybody in range. Now, it only lasts for 12 seconds, but it only costs 6. So, I mean, like I've said before, the Greenskins have some of the best buff and debuff magic in the game, which is very, very strong, especially since they nerfed the direct damage spells. Okay, so they can't get here in one turn. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it, and if they want to take it back, that's fine.
Get him.
I'm just going to go ahead and occupy, though. This will let me heal up a little bit. Give me control of this province for a turn. Now, I don't want to build anything here yet, because they might take it down, but I can do... it's not really worth a lot of money. I guess I can do just obedience. A little bit of obedience. Alright, so we're all kind of closing in on this guy here. He shouldn't make it too much longer. Okay, so up here we're just kind of on a rampage. We got Barug Dawaz back. We know that now this wall is about to take out this place, or at least severely injure it. And the dwarves are up here trying to gain new territory. Meanwhile, we're over here gaining their territory. So I think I just want to take out Varinka Hills here. What do we have there? No extra units. Tier 3. Looks pretty tasty. Let's go ahead and take it. So just gonna auto-resolve it. Did I even lose anybody? If I didn't lose anybody, that's a little bit messed up. But I don't want to have to fight every single battle. Yeah, that's... I mean, I wouldn't lose much, honestly, with this. You know, with the Doom Divers and the Trolls and everything, I wouldn't lose much to begin with. But 0 is a bit ambitious. I mean, I guess I could just have Grimgore just face tank everything and he wouldn't die. Because they just don't have any damage. I mean, yeah, if I Mano resolved it, they wouldn't kill much, but I figured they'd kill something, right? Like, they're going to kill, like, an orc boy or something, you know? Maybe not, though. Alright. That sack looks so good. That's an extra 2,000. And I don't want the public order problem, so maybe it is just sack. The loot and occupy just has so many public order problems with it. Now, I would like to move on, though, next turn. And take out, like, Ockendorf or something. I would ultimately like to go and take the Dwarf main stronghold, is what I really want to do. But I think I might need Black Orcs for that, because the Boars aren't going to be good enough, most likely, for that. The Orcs aren't very good at sieging things. Sack or loot and occupy. I mean, this will let me move on and take out Ockendorf, perhaps, and then rotate over and finish this province up. But then I would have to hang back and be ready for a rebellion here at some point. I think I'm just going to sack it. I just don't want to have to stop and deal with rebellions. So if I can't retake it this turn, it will slow down my progress a little bit. I mean, I guess... yeah, I can take it. I guess even if I can't retake it, I can always just come back and get it later. Now I would like to run this guy up here also and hand off some units. Maybe it's more important to hand off units just so I have nice, well-balanced armies. Now I think if I hand off units, it shouldn't drop this because I'm still going to have... I just have to make sure I keep 17 in Grimgore's army. So the question is, do I want Frinka Hills or do I want a more balanced army composition over here? I could just do that next turn, just rebalance the army comps. I would like to take this whole province. This is really what I want, though. I want these dwarfs out of here. I want their capital. But that's going to be really hard to take. I think taking this first is probably better. I don't know. And I can take Ockendorf. I can just start taking all this stuff. Now, those, I need to keep in mind, too. There's some kind of dwarves around here, right? Remember from last episode, they, like, went into ambush stance over here or something? So maybe I should just wait, because if they pop out with, like, a 20 stack of just some crazy stuff, I want to be in a position to deal with that. So that means that I would have at least 2 stacks here. I think I'm going to wait on Frinka Hills. I can always pick it up next turn. And I think I just want to be able to run up and trade with him. Question is, do I want to meet him halfway or what? I don't need to heal any. I think right here is fine. Just run up. Now I do think I want like just one orc building here. I can't do it yet, but whenever I take Frinka Hills, I might just go ahead and get an orc building instead of the pile of shiny stuff. I do need money, obviously, but I also would like just to be able to recruit some basic orc boys here. Just so I can replenish after I get into a huge fight. Okay, so I definitely want, let's see, 3 more boars. That means I need to give back 3 orcs. This is still a 5-person front line with Grimgore and trolls. So I could give them a troll. They could give me a spider rider. A little bit more spider riders. I think that'll be pretty balanced. I mean, I could give them 1 more orc, and that would be 4 on each side. Maybe I'd do that. 1 more orc, 1 more boar. 4 on each side. They'd have a little bit more spider riders and doom divers. Now I could also just give 2 more units. So then I'd be at 17. And and then that would put him at 17. So then if he wins a fight, he'll get the wall. Let's give him this. They don't really need a lot more Spider Riders. They could use another Orc Boy. Give him a Troll. Yeah, let's give him a Troll. It's fine. I think this will work. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so he should still have 17 to keep the wall, and he'll be in wall territory now. And then I'm going to have some more cavalry, and an extra Spider Rider. I'm going to lose a couple of Trolls, that's fine, because I have Black Orcs and Grimgore to help with the front line. So I think that looks like a good trade to me. Okay, so now we've got a pretty balanced line here. So that's really what I think you should do with Greenskins, and with a lot of factions, especially things that take multiple turns to build. You just have somebody sit there and just build all of one thing, and then you can meet up with another lord and just mix it up. So now this is pretty balanced. I feel like it's still really cavalry heavy. I would like to have a couple more Orc Boys instead, or some Black Orcs, even better, or big uns, but yeah, this is okay. We still have a pretty good front line. Yeah, and they're both very similar composition, so I think it's pretty good. You just want to be able to hold the line and then just be able to flank around and hit these things. So I think we have some couple of really strong armies here. Now I think that Carrick dwarf thing is like around here. So that's why I wanted them both to be together, because if it's like a 20 stack of like all Longbeards or something, we could be in trouble. Okay, so I think that looks good. Let's look at the rest of the... Oh, I can put this guy into an army too, but I kind of want to use him just to try to take out some of these dwarf heroes before they get too big. Let's try it again.
They won't feel a thing.
So he's not very good at assassinating things, but he is gaining experience every time I try to do that. And we have enough disposable income where we can afford to pay for some of that. Glitter here. Okay, he just needs to... Oh, Gitter. I thought it was Glitter for a second. That'd be hilarious. It reminded me of like that 80s song by like White Snake or something. I don't remember who it was. Glitter, I think. Or maybe that was Motley Crue. I think it was Motley Crue. If you guys haven't ever listened to any of that like 80s like glam rock stuff, it's awesome. Like, it's hilarious. You really, really need to watch some 80s, listen to some 80s music. No, it's kind of goofy. It's what, if you're younger, it's probably what some of your parents listen to. It was still a bit before my time. I mean, I was born in 1983, so, you know, I was around when that stuff was playing, but I wasn't really, like, a teenager or anything, like, listening to it, thinking, yeah, this is awesome. It is awesome in many ways. It's like it's one of those ridiculous things, but it's also really awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and get that. We're already upgrading this to tier 4, so... Yeah, dang, we're going to have another rebellion here. Yeah, I really need to start upgrading this. I mean, tier 5 is nice. All that you really get at tier 5 are giants. And of course, giants are awesome. But I think I may just go ahead and upgrade these first. That will give me more growth in the long run, but more importantly, it will give me the obedience stuff, which is what I really need. So I think I'll go ahead and upgrade these. Start with the safest ones. Let's see. Valea's, I feel, is pretty safe. Drinkraz is still iffy. Crooked Fang. Crooked Fang's pretty safe too. I'm just thinking, because these dwarfs, or T-Snatchers or somebody might just come running out of this area too. I don't know what's safer. I guess they're both fine. I think Crooked's probably the safest one. We'll go for it. It'll take them a little bit longer to run over here than it would to, like, run at this, I think. So we'll go ahead and grab that. So yeah, I just want to upgrade all of these just to get the obedience chambers in each one of them. And each one of them does give me 10 more growth, so obviously it's going to take longer to upgrade all of these before I upgrade this to tier 5, but at the same time, I just need obedience. Like, I don't want to have to keep running back to this territory. So to break about even, you need at least 3 obedience places. And sometimes you might even need to upgrade that to where you never have to come back. But I think 3 obedience with the Camp Ruckus will give you 14 total obedience, and that's probably good enough. I mean, you get 8 because it's legendary difficulty, and you get 4 for taxes, and then you're going to get some amount for chaos once it gets loose. But these obedience things for the Greenskins also give a reduction in vampiric. So not a lot of reduction, but a little bit. So I think 3 is kind of the magic number in most places. If you never want to have to go back and mess with them again, and you just want to sit there and get cash off of them, which is what I want to do with most of my territory. Alright, Death Gorge. Okay, I think that's relatively safe for now. Some Savage Orcs could come running out of there, but I think we're good. We're in the clear to just go ahead and get a money place there. Crataman. It's getting a little more safe. I mean, they could come running over here, but I have a lot of armies now that are going to be able to converge. So I think I feel a little bit safer. Go ahead and get an obedience building here, I think. That should be good. Why are we getting a... one of these guys has extra building costs or something. Yeah, construction costs. It's pretty bad, but it's just what we have to deal with. Alright, so I'm good with that. I need to deconstruct this eventually after I get done fighting here. I'm just a little scared to do it right now just because, like I said, some Savage Orcs or something could come running out of here. I mean, I guess I can always build it back and just go for the risk so I can get another obedience building down. Right now I just have positive obedience because of military crackdown and because I have military presence and some other stuff going on. So I think I want another obedience building here. And I could eventually build this up to a tier 4 so that it would give me the boss camp here and give me 1 extra goblin hero. It requires a tier 4 to get 1 extra one, so that's pretty lame. I mean, this would extra give us more shamans also, or more shamans, so it's probably worth it to upgrade a tier 4. Yeah, so that would give us an extra shaman, and it would give us extra boss camp, and if we need it, it would also give us an extra, one of these buildings. So I think I do want to upgrade this to tier 4, and if I want to do that, I'm gonna need to upgrade all these places and get I don't need obedience. Maybe I need growth. I need something other than recruitment right now, though, because I just have 4 armies sitting here. I think that's going to be enough to deal with any aggression. I could go ahead and upgrade Crataman. Obedience, so then we could get a growth right there. And what would we transition that into? I don't know, we pretty much just need obedience, and gives us 10 more growth. Would give us an extra recruitment capacity. I'm just thinking, because we only have 60 growth right now, so that's really weak. So I need more growth, but I also need obedience. So maybe I just need to throw down some growth stuff. Yeah, whatever. Let's just go ahead and get it. That'll give us 10 extra growth. It'll let us get a growth building here. A little bit of extra cash. I think that's fine. Go ahead and upgrade that. So we're being a little fast and loose with our cash, but it's decent investments in our future, so it's okay. And I can always just remove some of these units as well. Like I said, we're going to get off of this negative ledger as soon as we kill these dwarves. We're going to take a lot of our troop levels down. We might even dismiss one of our armies. We'll see. But we're definitely going to take our troop levels down. Once we use these walls up, that is. Which I think they'll be able to suicide into the dwarves, and we'll use them quickly. Okay, I think that's going to be it. We're still unreliable. We're rank 2 now, so people are definitely going to be gunning for us. Nobody I'm really interested in peace with. I mean, I could start a war with Telia if I wanted to for cash. We don't really need cash at this point. These guys actually like us quite a lot. See if they want to do a vassalship or something. Why do they like us so much? It's because we're just killing everybody? Yeah, they like that we're killing dwarves. Great power modifier. Okay. Well, at least they're getting kind of friendly with us. Which is kind of a waste because we're going to kill them pretty soon. Vampire counts are getting beaten up by something up here. How strong is Caracadrine? Kind of strong. That's the dwarves that are creeping on us around here. I think they're like ambush stance somewhere in here. We'll see. Let's go ahead and go to the next turn. Oh, sweet. So he took the territory for me. Nice. There they are. Alright, as I thought, they had a 20 stack of some kind of dangerous stuff. Now, I don't really care if they want to destroy this. I mean, it's annoying, but it's just a level 1. I think it may have had a money building or something in it. Not a huge deal. It's better that they actually reveal themselves so that now I can fight them and kill them, I hope. Oh, they actually took it? Wow. They are bold. They are not afraid. Well, you guys are going to get to see a huge fight next turn, I think. It's going to be 20 on 34. They really love their ambush stance. Especially when I was trying to do some chaos stuff. Attempting to lay an ambush. Where's that? Alright. Negative growth. I don't like it, obviously, but it's whatever. There's a lot of bad stuff that goes on at Death's Gorge, if you've noticed. In earlier campaigns, they had, or earlier turns in this campaign, they had like an earthquake, a volcanic eruption. Now they've got this thing going on. Okay, techs. What do we have here? War coordination target lost. What? Oh, because we killed the bloody spears. That's fine. It's actually pretty sweet we took this. So we could recruit up here if we wanted to. Oh, damn. Are they seriously backdooring me again? So they just straight up didn't even want to fight these guys, and they're just going for the back door again. Are you guys kidding me? That's so aggravating. How are they even in the game? They don't have any territories. Jeez. Well, let's get down here and fight these guys. Maybe they'll fight them in the underground or something. I don't know. I kind of wanted to take this, but I need to deal with this. So they're just like Operation like Suicide to annoy me.
Not likely.
Okay, so these guys were trying to sneak up on me. I think I can beat that army pretty soundly. Alright, how much longer do we have until tier 4? So I'm going to need one turn here, then I'm going to need to upgrade this for 6,000. So we're going to upgrade that for 6,000, and then we're going to have to, it's going to take 4 turns. So we have a total of 5 turns to spare on the tech, and then we're going to have to start learning a Ragnarok. So whatever we start, we're not going to be able to finish, most likely, because we're going to stop and get a Ragnarok as soon as we can. And then we're going to get Doom Diver after that, probably. We might actually do Doom Diver first. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long the techs are. I think those are 12 turns. So, I don't know. We'll see when that shows up. But extra armor, that's okay, but they're shock infantry. This is going to be good for giants. I'm kind of cycling out of using mini trolls because of the disappointments in earlier episodes. Now, yes, if Grimgore has trolls, that's very good because he gets at least plus 10 leadership to everything that he attacks with, so that's really good. But artillery. Now, this is interesting. Extra range and extra reload time, 35%. So that's 45% reload time. So that's quite a lot. That's like 45% extra damage. and extra range. So I don't know. Rocklobbers might actually be better than I think they are. That's interesting. Oh, for goblin infantry units. If it was all infantry extra range, that would be pretty decent. I'm just looking at these again just to see if they changed any of this stuff. 15% for fanatics. It needs to be like 100% for them to be worthwhile. 10% extra ammunition. Armor for infantry is good. Armor for cavalry is pretty good. That's really good. That's extremely good in terms of money. That's very, very good. That's okay. 10% weapon strength. I mean, really, that's only going to apply to spider riders, I think. Savage orcs, I looked, and they have axes, I think. In their picture, it makes it look like they have spears, but... Bow units... Fast. I always think this is Fiesta wolves. It's Fasta wolves. I guess boar breeding. Extra armor is not bad. I mean... Yeah, this is just not going to be relevant. I mean, we're not going to... Another thing to consider, though, is we're not going to finish this for quite a while, because we're going to, as soon as we finish this, we're going to get all of this stuff first. So maybe I just go heavy clubs, just to get a few turns on it, just like maybe 4 turns on it. And then that way, once we get trolls, or once we get giants, rather, then I can just finish it up in 4 turns. I think that's better, because I'm not going to be able to finish more breeding, I don't think. I'm going to switch over and get the Arachnarok next. So let's just go ahead and do that. Just in the interest of knowing that we're not going to finish this. We're just starting it for later. And what's going to be the most impactful, like 50 turns down the line after I finish some of these that are more important, it's probably going to be the heavy clubs. Or the heavy clubs. EV clubs. Okay, so 2 turns I need to deal with the rebellion here. So I could send this guy up to deal with that. It might be worthwhile. Still want to send this guy here. I don't know where he went. I lost sight of him. I think 2 armies should be sufficient to take him out. Especially after after the Waz run into him. Let's go ahead and hopefully he's not like hiding right here or something. That would be a problem. Oh wait, this guy up here. Let me just walk up normally just to see. No, it's attrition. I don't want attrition. I just want to walk to like right here. Oh, that's attrition too. I don't want that. Okay, he is still there. Got him. Alright, so let's get out of attrition.
On the way.
And then burrow under just to get next to this guy. How far is his... Go like right here.
Okay.
And then that way, if they attack, they're going to support each other. Now, he doesn't get attrition because he took the underground way. Which is weird. I don't know why he wouldn't get attrition, but... okay, and then I want these to collapse first. How are we looking public order? That one's definitely a rebellion. In like 2 turns. So let's just go ahead and... Okay, so this actually yields better results, I think. So there's a chance I could burrow under next turn to get over here. I don't know. Just go like right here. Should be fine. Alright, so we're just collapsing. We're going to take out Misty Mountain, I hope, soon. I mean, if this guy can beat up 4 armies, we're going to be in trouble. Now, he is mustering. Did he just magically take my place? And of course he did. And he gets a sparring chamber for free. Well, whatever. Okay, so now what do I want? Do I want obedience or do I want growth? If I'm committed to trying to grow this up to tier 4, maybe it's growth that I want. I still do have a little bit of time on obedience. I could stop by and fight one more rebellion if I have to on the way out before I get rid of these units. I think it's just growth. Yeah, let's just grab some growth. We can always sell that back later. So I think I just want to go a lot of growth here just to tech all this stuff up. Just so that I can get that trinity of the growth, obedience, and money in each one of these, and then I can eventually sell the growth. Because I would like to get this to tier 4 so I can get an extra shaman and goblin boss, as I said last episode. Or just a few minutes ago. How are we looking on time? I think we're good. We might go a little bit over, but this is going to be a massive fight, and I definitely want to fight this. Now, I would like my goblin guy in there to get a fight in, but it's just not going to happen. This guy is just straight up trying to flex on me here. He just says, I don't care. If you want to fight me with 34 units, I'll take you. I think we could beat him. He shouldn't have a... No, he doesn't have a garrison, because he just took it last turn. Okay, so I want to lead with Grimgore. Now, this guy's also creeping up, but I think we should be able to take them also. I mean, maybe I'm overconfident, but I think we're really strong, especially Grimgore right now is just a beast. Because we've been teching him up with the Choppas and Deadly Blade. And we're just about ready to do that quest battle, too, that's been sitting on our docket for a while. I would like to get Black Orcs before I do that, but, you know, with the Boar Riders... And with Grimgore being as strong as he is, we might be able to do it. Let me see our quest here. So we need, for this... Okay, so that's just a fight. We're there. I thought I did that. Western Border Princes. Oh, it's way down here. It's an actual province. Okay, so it's not just Border Prince province. It is... this actual province down here. Okay, so I need to get down there and finish that soon. But it's not a super rush on that because I still have this quest waiting for me. I'd rather be up here doing things like assassinating enemy heroes or joining armies. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. This is going to be the last probably thing of the episode, and it should be a pretty good one. So let's see. They've got... he does not have Axe Lord. He only has 3 campaign skills and 3 character skills. So he's going to be an okay fighter. Probably not that great, but he doesn't have Axe Lord. That's the big one. If you've watched the Dwarf campaign, you know how ridiculous Axe Lord is. It's probably the most overpowered skill in the whole game. It's great. The Dwarves have the best early game units in the game. I don't think there's much arguing with that. Alright, so let's... just like the Protoss, as I've said before, they just kind of have the strongest early game units, but then through good tactics you can beat them up later on. Okay. So let's go ahead and move him into position. Oh, not with run. Definitely not with run. Okay, here we go. So just like right here. Should be fine. And he has the war boar too, which is really nice. And we want to make sure we attack the town first, as I've always said. So, it is a crush. I could auto-resolve it, but I think I'm going to lose more than it suggests. They are still dwarves. They do still have a lot of quarrelers and gunners. And I just want to show you guys a cool fight. I just want to show off some of these boars. Some Doom Divers. Like, I think this is just a fun, good composition for once, finally, right? Like, I'm able to do something other than a lot of Orc Boar Boys with an army other than Grimgore. So, this is where it starts getting fun with the Orcs, or getting more fun. Funner. That's not a word. This is where it starts getting more fun. Okay, so what we want to do, just, of course, just send the Spider Riders, go in here, tie up all of the ranged, including the grudge throwers if we can. Use Doom Divers to also fire on Quarrelers. Trolls can also kind of go to the back line. Then we just want to flank around with these boar boys and hit things from the back. So just hold them, flank them, hit them, use these to tie up their backline units, and I think that should be good. And we don't have any magic, unfortunately. If we had a shaman in here, it would be amazing, but we don't. So it's also a little risky if I lose any of Grimgore's, an entire battalion of Grimgore, then we're going to lose that wall, which is going to be a huge tactical disadvantage. So we want to make sure that we don't lose anything. That's almost a reason why I want to auto-resolve, just so I don't drop below 17 units. But in a worst-case scenario, I can always just hand off some units from this guy to Grimgore, and I think I should be able to keep the wall. I think it checks at the end of turn. I'm not 100% about that, but I don't want to sacrifice a cool fight just because I'm scared that I might lose my wall. Whatever. You know, this whole campaign is not predicated... I'll just go ahead and do it. I'm going to fight it. Just make sure I have all my banners out. I do. We're good. Okay. This campaign, as I've said numerous times, is not predicated on being the most efficient campaign on YouTube in terms of exploits and just trying to cheese your way through everything. You know, we're trying to have a good time. I want to show you guys, you know, some entertainment. I want this to be entertaining. I want it to be competitive. You know, I want to win the campaign. But at the same time, you know, I'm fine with sacrificing a little bit of efficiency if it's going to be more fun for me, if it's going to be more fun for you as a viewer. Why not? And if it's just more honest, like, I don't want to be sleazy. You know, I'm not calling anybody out there sleazy, of course, or I'm not intentionally trying to call you sleazy if you do exploits. I'm just saying that that's not what I like to do with my campaigns. Okay, so there's not a lot of places we can hide these, but there's some. So they have Vanguard deployment, which means you can put them anywhere. We can't go... We have to be outside these white lines, though. So actually, there is nowhere to hide. Outside these white lines, all the forests are inside the white lines. I guess I can hide here. Just stack them all up right here. I know that looks ridiculous, but I'm pretty sure they're hidden. That counts as a forest, technically. Go ahead and slide him over into the one slot, that's fine. Just have him be on the front line with Grimgore. Grimgore should keep him in line. Remember, he gives 10 leadership to everybody, so that should really, really help out those trolls. So they start at 28 because of legendary difficulty, but now they have 38. So that's at least, like, in the realm of respectability for a troll. Alright, so let's go ahead and get all these together. So I guess I'll get the boars. I kind of want to flank with the boars from this way, but at the same time, I'd have to run up this hill. It'd cost me a little bit of fatigue, and I don't want to put them super close to the spiders. So I guess we'll be over here for now. Oh, they're trying to cheese me. Okay. We gotta get over here. Jeez. Alright. So much to try to deal with. We're already getting shot at. So let's go, boys. Three. Go ahead and form up, like, right here. Well, maybe not. So I definitely want to take out those grudge throwers for sure. Let's go ahead and fire at these guys. That's fine. Okay, go ahead and take those out. That looks good. Alright, let's go. Hold up on that for just a second. Alright, let's get in there. I'm gonna flank these guys around over here. So they're basically done. Go ahead and get over here. Get in here. Okay, guys, get in here. Let's go. Go ahead and back these guys back out. Fire on these guys, I guess? I don't know. Come on, attack them. There we go. Alright, actually, let me just go ahead and just throw this on them. Alright, let me just pull everybody out here. Pull all my boars out. That way I can recharge. They're all about that charge. No, get these guys out. Right, charge them in the back. Let's get over here. Charge them. Charge. So there's really no reason to do all this. Let's see, I need to get around and flank these guys. Let's charge them from the back. These are these boars. Yeah, get out of here. I don't want them to isolate my boars. I want to just constantly charge in and out with them. Because they don't have a lot of melee attack and defense. Like, they're all about that armor-piercing charge. So they're not going to be that great in other situations. Guys, get out. Get out. Leave. There we go. Alright, so charge in there. Let's go over here and charge. So we can just go ahead and hold the thing. It's fine. So we didn't lose any battalions, which is good. I don't think we did. So some of our people are definitely beaten up, but we're not going to lose our wall this turn, so that's good. So did we lose more than we probably would with auto-resolve? Sure. But once again, you know, just all about having an honest, fun campaign. Yeah, I've just never really understood the allure of, like, scamming a system or just, like, exploiting. I mean, I get, you know, there's some of those like speed run things where I'm just like, okay, that's pretty cool. Like, you know, they found this crazy like glitch in this game or something like that. Like, I get that. That's kind of fun. I just think it's much more fun. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold all this. Hold all this. I actually have cavalry, so we can really run things down. It's a lot of fun. Grimgore is probably not going to run a lot of stuff down, but what are these guys chasing? Just get this. I hate it how they always fan out at the end, so it makes it really hard to run everybody down. Definitely want that lord to die, though. He's got to be in here somewhere. So the boars, I like the boars. The problem is you just have to cycle them, so they're a lot more micromanagement. But they just seem a lot more reliable than the trolls. We'll see who ended up killing more this fight. I mean, looks like it's probably the boars. It's difficult to say. The boars are also cheaper. But you notice, I mean, one of the main things is this guy got down to 18 boars left, and he didn't run. So they just have much, much better morale. Okay, so I just want to run everybody down, make sure they all die, just so that hopefully we can kill this guy in one go. I didn't see a skull and crossbones of their lord. I really hope he died. If their lord dies, they're much, much more likely... Is this him? No, it's just a... They're much, much more likely to die in one go. Is this their lord? No, it's just a guy, I think. Right? Yeah, it's just a dwarf warrior. Run them down. These spiders are awesome for chasing people down because they also apply poison, so that means that it slows things down as you chase them, which is great. I love the spider riders. I mean, I don't think they are powerful enough to deserve a nerf like they got this last patch, but they're one of my favorite units for the orcs. They just have so much utility. They're so good at just applying that poison, moving around stuff with Strider, being able to Vanguard deploy, and just being very, very cheap in terms of their cost. Quarrelers. I definitely want these Quarrelers going down. I'll speed this up a little bit here. I'm just trying to, like I said, just kill all the captives, as I always do. It's because they may not run. Now, they are stationed in this town, so they probably wouldn't run anyways, but I'm pretty sure you get more experience and more gold if you physically kill the units, even if they all would die anyways. If you know otherwise, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it behooves you to kill every unit that you can, as long as you don't mind hanging out for an extra, 30 seconds or so. You guys are always welcome to fast forward through this stuff too. I know many of you probably do, and you know that, but just saying. Alright, I think that's probably good enough. I just want to make sure the Lord is not still running around somewhere. I just hope he died. I don't know if he did or not. But I don't think we lost any battalions. We certainly didn't in Grimgore's army, so that's good. So the trolls, these trolls killed 94, which is really good. None of these guys quite killed that many, so the trolls are still really good. Like, there's no doubt about it, the trolls are good, but it's just that leadership problem. Okay, so Grimgore looks like he gained a level. I think we're just going to occupy. There's just nothing really to loot there. There's no point in sacking. But I do want the town just to replenish a little bit. Occupy, it's fine. So Karakadreen just donated us, basically, a ton of units. I mean, they did knock out our town a little bit. So they got our gold, place. And we got 4,000 gold for that. Or 3,000, or however much we got for destroying that army, so... And a ton of experience. I think the experience is strictly based on battles won and not units killed or the kinds of units killed. That's one thing I wish they would change with their formula, is make it to where you get experience based on how many units and the tier level of the units that your army killed in the fight. So that would stop a lot of people from sitting there and multi-sacking. I think they took away experience from sacking now, thankfully. Because there would just be people that would sit there and just multi-sack a town for the first, 4 turns, just sack it every single turn to get free experience. And that's, I don't think that's right. And then also, I feel like winning a battle like that, where you're against 20 units, some of which are slightly upgraded. It should feel more rewarding. Like, you should get a bigger boost in experience. But as it currently stands, I think it's strictly based on whether you want a decisive victory, just like a normal victory, or a Pyrrhic victory. You get more experience for winning a decisive victory. So it kind of encourages you to just bully and just fight rebellions to get a lot of experience, whereas I think you really shouldn't get that much experience for it. I don't think that killing rebellions is exploitative, as I explained in the other in my other campaigns, where sometimes I have to kill rebellions, and that's because it costs you more money in general to fight a rebellion than it does the money that you're actually getting off of it. In exchange, you get experience and items and things like that, but I think they should make rebellions worth less experience, or at least make help you gain more experience if you fight tougher units. So for example, if you're fighting like all, you know, tier 3 chaos stuff, like really strong stuff, I think you should gain a lot more experience for that than if you just beat tier 1 stuff at the beginning of the game. That's just a minor change. It would be cool. It's not a huge deal, but I think it would be cool. Oh sweet, we got an extra siege stuff now, siege expert. That's another 5 leadership. So we're just cranking the leadership. Now, trolls are very good in a siege because they can beat down the gate. So, this is good. Alright, Choppa's Foe Seeker. I thought he had something better. Maybe that was another another campaign where they got a really good one of these. Maybe it was a Vampire Count, so they got a really good skill in this slot. But we're just moving up to the wall. One of the best buffs in the game. 58 melee attack means you're going to hit everything. Alright, so we're going Foe Seeker, and then we're probably going to get Wound Maker for 30% more damage. Yep, so that's what we're doing. How are we looking on time? I think we're way over, right? Yeah, we are way over, so we're about at an hour. So that was a pretty long fight. He didn't level up. I want to make sure that, well, I don't think he can get here in one turn.
No.
I'm pretty sure he can't move from here to here in one turn. Even if he does, I think I can still beat him, because he has very low tier units. And he's a low tier lord. These pistoliers are going to be a pain, as they always are. I probably need to get some Spider Rider archers just for those guys, because these normal Spider Riders can't run them down. They're too fast. Pistoliers are extremely abusive, and the Marauders that are on horses for the chaos. But I think the Doom Diver should be able to light them up pretty well.
Not likely.
I think I can beat this army heads up if it comes to that, but what I'm thinking now is I just want to go ahead and take Varinka Hills. And they still have a tier 2, so I could still sack it. So take Varinka Hills with this army, and then I can come back and reinforce if I have to next turn. And that way I'm not just sitting here not doing anything for a turn. We'll go ahead. We'll do that in the next episode. So that's going to be it for this episode. I hate to end on a fight, not end at the end of a turn, but I don't want to go too far over. So that's going to be it. We're able to defend ourselves here. So that's really good. You got a nice manual fight in there. Yeah, we, you know, dramatically outnumbered them, but it was still cool to see everything, I think. So thank you very much. If you enjoyed this episode, watch some more episodes. We have a lot of stuff. If this is your first episode that you've seen, we have an entire series on the Greenskins, obviously. This is part of a huge playlist. We also have a series for the Dwarfs, Vampire Counts, and Empire. At least every couple of days I add a few videos for each campaign. In general, sometimes I might go for a little bit longer, 3 or 4 days, but anytime I do that, I always release 3 or 4 episodes for that. So I always, you know, I think it's been about a month since I've started the channel, and I've released over 100 videos. So I'm definitely dedicated to releasing a lot of content. Almost all these videos are at least an hour long. So a ton of content always coming out on this page. We also have a League of Legends series going where I try to carry a support from Platinum to Diamond. So watch that. I've played support every season since Season 2 when they nerfed Rumble into the ground. I used to be a Rumble top main way back in the day. But ever since then I've been support. And every season, Season 3 and up, I've been Platinum. So, and I do that strictly as support. You know, I start in the low gold, or even silver sometimes, depending on how harsh the reset is at the beginning of the season. Then I always work my way up. I don't have a steady duo queue partner. I do it almost exclusively doing solo queue. I do have friends that I play with, but I do it, my ranked games, almost exclusively solo queue support every single game. So it is possible. So if you're interested in seeing how I do that, learning some strategy about League of Legends, even if you don't do the support role, there's lots of good stuff in there. So be sure to check out that series. And then I'm also rolling out a series on education. So I have part 1 of a series on how to write a better research paper, in which I show you how to find high quality research using very common sites you guys are probably familiar with, Amazon and Wikipedia, but I actually use them in kind of a different way than most people would think right off the bat to find really high quality scholarly sources in ways that are much, much superior to traditional library resources in terms of using a library search engine, using databases like JSTOR. All of those are terrible compared to some of the techniques that I show you in this video. So go check those out, especially if you're a student or you know students or you're a teacher. Lots of great resources there. And I'm going to do much more of that as well. I'm going to show you how to write cover letters, how to write scholarship applications, lots of different techniques. So thank you very much. Like I said, if you enjoyed the episode, go check out that other content. If you watch several videos, consider liking and subscribing. That helps me out a ton in terms of spreading my message to other people on YouTube. I'm still a fairly obscure channel. I've only been open for a month. We only have, as of this video, I think 31 subscribers. So help me out. Not only, you know, helps me out and helps you stay up to date in the videos that I post, but it also helps other people find the channel to enjoy the same kind of content that I hope you're enjoying. So that's really the main boon of subscriptions, is helping to bring a more vibrant community to the channel, helping to bring some more eyes in here. So help me do that. Just takes one click. If you've watched a few videos, you enjoy it, just take the dive, make that one click. Just helps everybody out. Okay, and I had a wonderful time broadcasting for you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I certainly did. Things are definitely heating up. We're getting a lot more unit variety for some more interesting tactics now. It's not just all orc boys. With sneaky stabbing, we've got a lot of variety going on here, and we're about to open up even more crazy fun units when we start getting the Arachnarok Spider. We start getting some Black Orcs. The Shamans are a lot of fun. So lots of exciting things coming up soon. So stay tuned, and I hope to see you next episode. Have a wonderful evening.